Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome back to English Universe. I'm Angelina, your bubbly and supportive companion on this journey to master English speaking confidence. Today, we're diving deep into a topic I know many of you have asked about: how to overcome fear and speak boldly in English. Picture this. You're in a crowded room. Someone asks a question in English and your heart races. Your mind goes blank. You panic and say nothing. Or worse, you mumble something so quiet no one hears. Sound familiar? Yes? Great. Because today we're going to transform that fear into power. One confident English phrase at a time. So, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's start. Even if you're sitting at your desk, driving, only if it's safe. Or walking your dog, you can do this. Just repeat after me, yes, out loud. Let's begin with something small. I can do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can do this. Feeling that bravery spark? Good. Now let me share a little story. When I first started speaking English in public, I was terrified. My voice shook. I stumbled on words. I wanted to hide behind a plant. But then something amazing happened. Every time I spoke, I felt a little lighter, a little freer. And guess what? People understood me and smiled. That moment, that's what I want for you. Let's practice boosting that confidence muscle. Imagine you're at a cafe in New York or any bustling city where people speak English. Someone asks, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" You pause for a millisecond. Now respond, "Yes, I do. I'm working on improving it, but I'd love to practice." Say it with a smile. Try with me. "Yes, I do. I'm working on improving it, but I'd love to practice." Feel that energy? That's your confidence rising. Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about courage. And every single time you say thanks, excuse me, or ask for a menu in English, you're building that courage muscle. Let's do a quick, interactive exercise together. I'll say something awkward, and you respond confidently, okay? I say, "Your English is funny." Pause. You respond, "I'm glad it makes you smile. I'm practicing to sound better every day." Repeat after me. "I'm glad it makes you smile. I'm practicing to sound better every day." You handled that beautifully. Why did that work? Because you didn't apologize. You acknowledged, you smiled, and you showed you're working on it. That is bold speaking. Now let's talk about the fake it till you make it trick. Yes, you might feel nervous inside, but on the outside, pretend you're confident. Stand tall, smile, breathe deeply, and speak like you belong. Try it now. Stand up, shoulders back, and say to yourself, out loud, "I belong here. I can speak English." Fantastic. That posture sends a message to your brain. Yes, I can. Remember, practice doesn't have to be boring. Make it fun. Talk to your cat. Give your plants an English pep talk. Tell your mirror, "I am becoming a fluent English speaker." Doing silly speaking practice is not silly, it's effective. It builds your speaking bravery from the inside out. Let me ask you, have you ever frozen mid-sentence, trying to think of the next word? It happens to all of us. And know what helps? Fillers. Little words that buy you time while speaking. Things like "actually," "you know," "let me see," or "watch me." "I actually love coffee." Hear how those words give you extra seconds to think. Use them. They make you sound natural and keep the listener with you. Speaking of listeners, don't forget, most people aren't listening to judge your accent or grammar. They're listening to understand you. They respect anyone who tries. So focus on meaning, not perfection. Here's a fun challenge. Try our 1-minute confidence speeches. Pick a topic, your favorite hobby, your dream holiday, your worst cooking disaster. Then speak for 1 minute, non-stop in English out loud. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. The goal: speak confidently for 60 seconds. Try it now. I'll wait. Great job. That's a huge win. Over time, extend the speech to 2 minutes. Then 5. You'll be surprised how your confidence builds quickly. Let's practice a mini speech together. Ready? Talk about my favorite hobby. I'll go first. You add your part mentally or speak along with me. I love painting. It relaxes me when I'm tired, and I can express my feelings with colors. When I paint, I feel free, creative, and connected to my inner self. Pause here and say your version. My favorite hobby is because, great. You're not just practicing English, you're sharing yourself. That builds real confidence. Now let's address that inner critic. The voice saying you'll make mistakes. People will laugh. That voice is lying. Mistakes are your fastest ticket to improvement, and most people are cheering you on quietly. So respond to your inner critic like this. Thanks, brain, I appreciate you, but I'm going to speak anyway. Say it. Thanks, brain, I appreciate you, but I'm going to speak anyway. Amazing. To keep building confidence, surround yourself with supportive English. Listen to podcasts. Watch shows. Read encouraging quotes in English. Each time you hear, you can do it, your confidence gets a boost. It's like stacking positive bricks in your mind. Okay, time for a mini quiz. I'll give you a scenario. You say in English what you do or say. Scenario, you spilled your coffee in a meeting. You feel embarrassed. What do you say? Here's one. Oh no, I'm so sorry, that was clumsy of me. Let me clean that up. Repeat with me. Oh no, I'm so sorry, that was clumsy of me. Let me clean that up. You handled embarrassment like a confident communicator. Well done. Let's talk about voice tone. Bold English isn't screaming. It's clear, steady, slow enough to be understood and fast enough to sound enthusiastic. Try recording yourself saying, I am excited to learn English. Now play it back. How does it sound? Is it clear? Confident? Too quiet? Too fast? Adjust until it's balanced. Confidence also grows through small wins. So celebrate every time you said thank you, introduced yourself, or made a small talk sentence in English. Each of those is fuel in your confidence rocket. Let's do a final interactive practice. I will say a sentence for you to complete. I feel proud when... Now you say it. I feel proud when I finish a podcast, speak for 1 minute, try a new word. Good. You filled in the blank perfectly. That sentence structure is a powerful confidence builder. You're putting yourself out there. Practice positivity. Instead of thinking, I'm bad at English, say I'm learning English and every day I'm better. Swap negative phrases for positive ones. Your brain reacts to what you tell it. Tell it you can, and it will help you. Let's imagine you're on a Zoom call with colleagues or classmates, and suddenly you're asked to share your opinion. Your heart pounds. You open your mouth, and nothing comes out. Sound familiar? In part 1, we learned to embrace fillers, use posture, and own mistakes. Now we'll add structure and quick thinking skills so you can speak up, even when you're nervous. Here's a soft magic formula I call point, show, ask. That's it. When asked a question, you make a quick point, give a simple reason or example, and then ask back. Want to try? Imagine someone says, Angelina, what do you think about working from home? Use our formula. Point. I think working from home is great. Show. Because it gives me extra time in the morning and I feel less stressed. Ask, what about you? How does it work for you? Go ahead. Repeat after me out loud. I think working from home is great because it gives me extra time in the morning and I feel less stressed. What about you? Wasn't that easy? You just delivered a structured response in under 10 seconds. And by asking a follow-up question, you shifted focus and eased your own pressure. You're the leader of the conversation. Now, let's shift to another scenario. You're traveling and asking for directions in English. This is a moment many people fear. They worry about accents or pronunciation. Here's how to keep it simple, clear, and confident. Approach someone and say, Excuse me, can you help me? Pausing and breathing in between helps control nerves. Then, I'm looking for the train station. Then, could you please point me in the right direction? See? You just use simple, clear phrases. And you used please, which makes you sound polite and confident. No need for fancy words. Practice this with me now, out loud. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the train station. Could you please point me in the right direction? Fantastic. You're doing great. Want to level it up even more? Respond positively and kindly when someone helps you. Say, thank you so much. That's really helpful. Then add, I really appreciate your help. That leaves a great impression and keeps your confidence shining. Let's move on to something different. Handling tough questions or criticism. Maybe your boss says, your presentation had some grammar mistakes. Your stomach drops. You feel shaky. Now here's your secret weapon. Yes, thank you. Would you mind telling me one example so I can improve? That response is polite, confident, and shows willingness to learn. You don't apologize and hide. You ask and grow. Speak together. Yes, thank you. Could you please tell me one example so I can improve? Excellent. See how that softens the moment and gives you power? Now let's practice self-reassurance, because even strong speakers have days where they feel weak. Choose a calm moment, maybe before bed, and speak this out loud. I speak English with confidence. I learn from every mistake. I grow stronger every day. Say it 3 times. Feel the words in your voice. This kind of repetition rewires your brain to see yourself as a confident speaker. Let's discuss voice volume and clarity. Speaking too quietly hides your confidence. Too loud, well, that can scare people. Aim for a natural tone, like you're telling a story to a friend. Use stronger volume when making a point, and soften when you want attention. Practicing with recordings helps. Record 1 sentence. I'm excited to be here. Then play it back. Adjust if it's too soft or too loud. Find that sweet, clear middle. Now, let's apply that in a short role play. Imagine you're introducing yourself in front of a small audience. Speak like this. Hello everyone, my name is your name. I'm thrilled to be here today. I've been learning English for X months, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you. Say it out loud with me. Good. That's crisp, confident, and clear. You're owning the room. Another confidence booster? Interaction. Ask a simple question when you speak. Even if no one answers, it shows engagement. Try. Has anyone else felt nervous learning English? Then pause, give space. Then say, I definitely did. But every time I speak, I feel stronger. That shows relatability and ownership. Now let's add another layer. Storytelling. Humans connect with stories. So, if someone asks about your weekend, don't just list activities. Add a small story. For example, I went for a walk in the park on Saturday. It was sunny, and I saw a cute dog chasing its tail. So funny. I started talking to the owner, and we had a nice chat. I felt really happy practicing my English. See how that paints a picture and invites emotion? That's conversation with confidence. Try saying your own mini story now. Great. Now let's work on handling silence. Pauses that feel too long. Instead of panicking, use that space. Say, let me think for a second, or make a general comment. That's an interesting question. Silence becomes your friend, not your enemy. For example, if asked, what do you think about climate change? And you're unsure, say, interesting question, let me think. Well, I believe that small actions like recycling can really help. What do you think? That shows thoughtfulness and courage. Next tip. Learn set phrases for various situations. For instance, to politely stop a conversation, you might say, it's been great talking to you, but I should get going. Thanks for the chat. Memorize a few and use them. They are ready-made confidence boosters. Want to build this today? Pick 3 phrases. Could you repeat that, please? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you speak more slowly? Say each phrase out loud until it feels natural. You're giving yourself permission to speak. Now, let's challenge your brain with one more role play. Suppose you're in a group discussion and want to share an idea. You could start with, "May I add something?" Then speak your idea. "I think we could improve the project by because..." Say it with me. "May I add something? I think we could improve the project by adding more visuals because it helps people understand faster." Well done. That's bold and clear. As we move toward wrapping this part, remember this powerful closing phrase for interview, presentation, or group talk. In conclusion, I believe that, add your point. Learning English is a journey, and each step we take makes us braver. Thank you. Repeat. In conclusion, I believe that learning English is a journey, and each step we take makes us braver. Thank you. Beautiful. That's confident closure. Finally, a special exercise for real-world application. Every time you speak English today, give yourself a small reward. It could be a thumbs up, a smile in the mirror, or even a little dance. Reinforce your brave behavior. And here comes your homework. Yes, fun homework. 1. Practice point show ask with a friend or yourself 3 times today. 2. Prepare and speak your 1-minute confidence speech again with clear voice and posture. 3. Use one of your set phrases in a real conversation. 4. Celebrate every time you do. Celebrate loudly. You deserve it. Do you remember a time when you said something in English and someone actually understood you perfectly and smiled? Oh, that feeling. It's like unlocking a secret level in a video game. That spark of connection, that little victory, that's what we're chasing every time we speak. And the good news is it's not magic. It's muscle memory, confidence, and practice. Let's talk about energy. Because your energy is just as important as your vocabulary. When you speak English, bring your full self into it. If you're excited, let that excitement show in your voice. If you're curious, let your face express it. Communication is not just about grammar, it's about connection. People respond to your energy even more than your words. You could say something grammatically perfect but sound bored, and it won't land. But if you say something with life and joy, even with a little mistake, people will love it. Now, here's a quick challenge for you. I want you to say the sentence, "I love learning English," in 3 different ways. First, say it with low energy. Just get it out. Okay, now say it again like you've just won the lottery and English is the prize. Smile while you say it. Did you hear the difference? Feel it in your body. That's the power of energy. You're not just learning a language, you're learning to express emotion through it. Now, let's move on to one of my favorite tools, the mirror. Yes, I know it might sound silly at first, but hear me out. Speaking to yourself in the mirror is one of the most effective ways to build speaking confidence. Why? Because you get to see yourself as others see you. It helps you become aware of your facial expressions, your gestures, and your tone. And it's a safe space. No one's judging. It's just you, your beautiful voice, and your English dreams. Here's a little mirror exercise I give all my students. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and say 3 things. First, say something about how you're feeling. Like, "I'm feeling a little nervous today, but I'm ready to learn." Then share one goal. "Today I will speak English with a smile." And finally, give yourself a compliment. "You're doing great. You're improving every single day." Try that tomorrow morning. You'll be surprised at how good it feels. Now, let's take a little trip into the future. Imagine you're in New York City, sitting at a coffee shop. A friendly stranger next to you says, "Hey, are you from around here?" And suddenly, it's your moment. Your heart races. You want to answer. And guess what? You can. You smile and say, "Oh no, I'm just visiting. I'm from India. It's my first time here." That's it. Simple, friendly, confident. You're in the game. You're connecting. You're speaking. Here's the trick. Visualization. If you can imagine it, you can prepare for it. So each day, I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking English in different real-life situations. Maybe you're at the airport asking for directions. Maybe you're chatting with a coworker. Maybe you're presenting an idea in a meeting. Visualize the scene. Hear yourself speak. Feel the moment. This mental practice is powerful. Athletes do it. Public speakers do it. And now, so do you. Let's talk about vocabulary now. I know many learners feel stuck because they don't know enough words. But here's the secret. It's not about how many words you know. It's about how well you use the words you do know. Even with just a few hundred basic words, you can have a great conversation. The key is simplicity and clarity. So let's simplify. Instead of saying, I was extremely disappointed by the outcome, say, I was really sad about what happened. That second version is clear, emotional, and natural. Don't get stuck chasing big words. Focus on building strong, short sentences that are real and honest. Your voice is powerful when it's real. Now, one more thing. It's time to laugh a little. Yes, laughing is also part of speaking confidently. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself when you make a mistake. When you mess up a word, smile. When you forget something, giggle. English doesn't have to be serious all the time. Imagine if babies gave up every time they fell while learning to walk. We'd all still be crawling around. You're allowed to be a little silly. You're allowed to sound funny sometimes. That's how you learn. In fact, the more you laugh, the more you relax, and the more your brain is ready to learn. So next time you mess up a sentence, just say, oops, that was interesting, and move on. That's real confidence. Now let's build a practice you can use every single day. I call it the 5-5-5 method. Ready? Speak for 5 minutes, read for 5 minutes, and listen for 5 minutes. That's just 15 minutes a day. You can do it anywhere, on a walk, in your kitchen, even in the shower. For the 5 minutes of speaking, just talk out loud about your day. Say things like, today I made tea. It was hot. Then I checked my phone. Don't worry about grammar, just speak. For 5 minutes of reading, choose something easy and interesting. A children's story, an article about something you love, whatever keeps you curious. Read it out loud. And finally, for 5 minutes of listening, pick something fun, a podcast, a song, a short video. Listen, mimic, and enjoy. This daily practice rewires your brain. You'll stop hesitating and start flowing. You'll hear the rhythm of English, and soon, it will become your rhythm. Now, let's do a quick mindset check. If you ever catch yourself thinking, I'm not good at English, stop and reframe. Say, I'm still learning, and I'm getting better every day. That little switch changes everything. It's the difference between fear and growth, between silence and speech, between giving up and showing up. Are you still with me? Of course you are. Because you're amazing. You're brave. You're here. And your voice is growing stronger with every word. So let's end today's session with a big, proud moment. Say this out loud with me. I am learning English. I am brave. I make mistakes and I keep going. I speak with heart. I speak with confidence. Yes, yes, yes. That's the spirit. Keep that flame burning. You're on your way to being the confident English speaker you've always wanted to be. And I'll be right here with you every step of the way. This is Angelina, your cheerleader and English guide from English Universe, and I'll see you next episode, where we'll dive into how to shine in real conversations, small talk, workplace chats, interviews, you name it. Until then, stay bold, stay kind to yourself, and remember, your voice matters. Speak it. Bye for now.